new technology. So I welcome everybody to this training. So and I believe at the end of the training, everyone will have testimony. I'm into smart home automation system. So I used to train people in smart home automation, how to make house to be smart. So we are talking about smart home automation. Home automation are also involved in IoT. IoT, that is Internet of Things. That is, you can control everything in your house. You can control it remotely. You can control it through how? Through your smartphone, then through a panel that will have a central control unit, where you can control everything in the house, where you can control it. So we have a lot of panels that we can integrate all the smart switch that we have in the house. So that panel can serve as a central control unit. So in that panel, after done with integration, so you can control your generator, you can control your TV, you can control your gates, you can control your camera. So through that panel, because that panel serves as a central control unit. So in smart home automation, so where we want to display our training topics is on smart home automation, and training outlines are fundamental of smart home automation, then talking about then how to use voice to on and on your lights, how to use your voice to control your DSTV channels, all those stuff. So in smart home automation, before smart home automation can be work fully, so there are some elements that you need in order to make smart home to work fully. So what are those things that you need? Number one, you need a smart device, then you need a network, then you need app. So all these devices, so we have a lot of devices on our table that we want to use for the training. So these are the devices. So we have Google. This is Google. Then this is another Google. This one has screen. This one doesn't have screen. So this is Google. So because we can make use of this Google, so you need to have Google Home app on your phone. So after you download the Google Home app, then you can integrate it so with this device. So we also have Alexa. So we also have Siri. Then we also have Cortana. So the Alexa, Amazon, the manufacturer that produce Alexa is Amazon, while the manufacturer that produce Google is Google. Google Assistant is Google. Then the manufacturer that produce Cortana is Microsoft. Then the manufacturer that produce that Siri, that's Apple. So all these devices can be used to control the house appliance. So this Google, there are some things that we need to consider in smart home automation. So there are some. I told you before smart home can be work fully. So we need what? We need network. Network can be can be a router. Then our network can be that's internet. Another for net that's internet. Then we need smart device. Then we need app. So that app we can use it to pair all those devices that we have. Then smart switch device. So what are those smart switch devices? Then we have lights. We have a smart light switch. Then we also have smart switch. We also have PR sensor. All those they are smart devices. So let me show you all those smart devices that we have. So these are the smart device. So we call this one. So this one is an example of smart device. So this one is Tuya smart device. So this one doesn't have any neutral. So in a place where neutral is not supplied, so we make use of this smart device. That is, it doesn't require any neutral before it can work. So it has a capacitor. So this capacitor serve in order to complete the cycle. Whenever you connect the what, whenever you connect it, so before the voltage can be stable, so you need to connect this capacitor in parallel, so that the function of this capacitor is to complete the circuit. So we also have the 2-year smart switch. We have the 2-year smart switch, so that require neutral. So in a place where neutral is not supplied, you cannot make use of this smart device. So before you can make use of this 2-year smart device, so you need neutral. So it has what? Live and neutral. So by the time you connect live and neutral to this, then the smart switch will switch on. Then it has inbuilt Wi-Fi. Then it also has inbuilt RF, that is radio receiver. So you can pair remotes, RF remote with it. Then you can also, all these smart switches support Alexa, support Google, support Siri. Then we also have Sonos. We have Sonos smart switch. This one is Sonos smart switch. So this Sonos smart switch has a lot of function, a lot of features. So this is, so this one has neutral. This one has neutral. So the rating of this smart switch, the input voltage is 100 to 240, then 50 Hz frequency. Then the Wi-Fi giga is 2.4 gigahertz. So the total, so this one is 2 GANs. So this one is 2 GANs. So we have the one of 1 GAN, then we have the one of 2 GANs, then we have the one of 3 GANs, then 4 GANs. So this one also supports, this one supports Alexa, then it also supports Google, it supports Cortana. So all these device, you can use it to control your lights anywhere. It also have inbuilt Wi-Fi, then it also have inbuilt RF receiver. You can pair remote with it. So you can pair any RF remote with it. You can also control it with remote. Then you can also control it with what? With voice. You can control with what? With app. So all this can not work without what? Without internet. So before this thing can be worked, so you need a network. So you need a network in your house. So that network will serve as a host. So then you need a what? App. So the app, you can use app to pair all these smart switch. So by the time you use app to pair it, so before you can use app to pair, you need to have a network that will serve as a host. Then you connect this smart switch to your own network. So by the time you connect it to your network, then you register it through your network. Then it will register through the cloud. I mean, through the cloud manufacturer that manufactured this smart switch. By the time it's done, by the time you're done with the registration, then you can control it through the app anywhere you want in the world. So you can also create scale. Then you can create scene with this smart switch. Then you can also create what? Timing. So the function of this smart switch is just to make the house to be smart. For instance, so let's say for instance, if the temperature of the house is too hot, then you can you can program this smart switch in such a way that when the temperature is too hot, then the AC, the air conditioner will turn off. Then when the temperature is minus 10 degrees Celsius or minus 4 degrees Celsius, then the air conditioner will automatically switch off itself. So the function of this smart switch, as I said earlier, is it just to make house to be smart. You can also use this smart switch to time your home appliance. Let's say for like a fridge, you can use it to time your fridge. You can use it to time your electric cooker. You can use it to time it. Then you can also program it in such a way. You can use it for two-way. You can program it in two-way wirelessly without using any wire. So by the time you press this button, then the lights will on, then the other lights so it's just in two-way. You can also pair it in two-way connection with Wi-Fi. So now we also have Broadlink. So we call this one Broadlink. So the function of this Broadlink is is to control your TV, all those devices that have remote in your house. For example, like we have different type of remotes. We have the remote that have RF receiver, that is radio receiver. Then we also have the one that have infrared receiver, that is IR. So this broadlink work for both IR and RF. So you can pair IR remote, you can pair it with this device. You can also pair RF remote with this device. So by the time you put on the power supply, then the light will start blinking. Then your remote that you want to pair with it, then you press all the button of your remote. The button will store into the database of this broadlink. So by the time you store into the database of this broadlink, then you can use voice. You can integrate it with voice. Then you can use Google Assistant to control it. You can also use Alexa to control it. You can use any voice assistance app or any digital voice assistant to control it. So we also have son-off module. So this one we call it son-off module. So this one is that is direct current son-off module. So this one can only be powered with DC voltage. It cannot be powered with AC. So anything that have any voltage that have frequency can damage this module. But any voltage that has no frequency, that is the voltage from 3 volts to 32 volts, you can use it to power this module. So this module can so you can pair this module. You can use Ewelink app to pair this module. You can also use app to control this module. You can use voice to control it. So this module, we use it for what? We use for gate operator. We use it for generator to run the generator. We use for a lot of things, and you can integrate it with a lot of things, a lot of device in the house. So now we also have this one we call this. This one is smart PIR sensor. So this one supports TUYA. This smart PIR sensor supports TUYA. So you can use TUYA app to pair this device. By the time you pair this device, so the function of this device is to sense human being. Whenever it senses human being, then it will send notification to your phone. So by the time you receive a notification on your phone, then you can feel the person in front of your house. So that's the main function of this device. So as I said earlier, this one we call it digital voice assistance. So we have this one we call it digital voice assistant. We have many types of digital voice assistants. We have Alexa, we have Alexa, we have Alexa, we have Google, we have Siri, we have Cortana. All those they are digital voice assistants. They have inbuilt digital, then they have inbuilt digital voice and the speaker. So before this can be activated, so you need app that you need Google Home to activate this device, because we can use it to control your device. Let's say for instance, if you say okay Google, turn on the generator, then the generator will start working no matter how far the distance you want in the house. Okay, if you say okay Google, turn on the TV, okay Google, turn on the air conditioner. So this device can work for you in the house. So this one doesn't have screen. So we also have the one that has screen. So this one that has screen. So this one you can use it to. This one has screen. Okay, you can say hey Google, play these videos on Netflix. Play me video on Netflix. Hey Google, play Bonabo on YouTube. All those stuff. So this one has screen. You can use use it to watch. You can say okay Google, play Bonabo on Play Store, play Bonabo on Netflix, all those stuff. So that's the function. But this one doesn't have any screen, but this one has screen. So we also have Alexa. So Alexa is digital voice assistant. So we have different generations of Alexa. We have Echo.8, we have Echo So 5. Echo So 5 has screen. We have Echo So 8. That one has big screen. So you can use it to you can use it to do a lot of things. So let's say for instance you have doorbell, two-year doorbell outside. By the time the bishop press the two-year doorbell, then it will show on the what? On the Alexa screen. So by the time it's shown on the Alexa screen, you can easily communicate to the what? To the person outside the what? Outside the gate. So anywhere you are in the world, you can communicate with the person. So now we also have all these devices. They are what? They are smart home what? They are smart home device. So all these devices cannot work without what? Without internet. So after all these devices have been connected to the internet, even if there is no what? Even if there is no internet again, all these devices will still work. But you cannot control it outside. You cannot control it outside. Maybe you travel to Abuja, you are outside the country, you want to control your own. You must have what? You must have internet in your house. But if you are inside the house and you don't have internet, you can also have access to what? All these devices, even if there is no internet. So all these devices cannot work without what? Without wireless what? Without wireless internet. So that's all.